Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on our $1 million challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, and we do take into account losses. So for further details in terms of more in-depth strategy and also information about how to join us in this challenge, details are available in the description below. In the previous video we did an important update on ticker symbol MMTLP with regard to a potential calculation for the special dividend, and we also looked at a review of our weekly watch list, so please refer back to the previous video for details of those updates. In today's video we're going to be looking at 3 stocks. We're going to be doing an update on ticker symbol MMTLP, MMAT, and also we're going to be doing a quick update on ticker symbol NLST Netlist, so stay tuned for that. And we're also going to be doing a stock analysis for ticker symbol MULN. So first of all, let's start with the ticker symbol MMAT, Meta Materials. So on the screen here we're going to start by having a look at the chart. So you'll be able to see the 5-day chart going back the previous 5 days for Meta Materials. The good news is close of play today, the stock was up in excess of 3.19%, closing at around about $1.94. So overall a good day. And also over the previous 5 days, the stock is up just in excess of 15%. There was a little bit of a concern that it was heading towards the $1 mark, but there is positive news. It is now heading more towards the $2 mark, and overall in terms of the markets, we have seen a general good momentum and a general good recovery over the past 3 to 4 days, so hopefully this can continue. I'd like to start off with a quick update for ticker symbol MMTLP, and in order to do that I'm going to give a shout out here to my friend Terry, and shout out here is on Twitter to Terry's24, and he's just posted at time of editing an absolutely tremendous tweet here, and he's retweeted from Thetetus, and the tweet here is with regard to ticker symbol MMTLP. So this is from TD Ameritrade. So the quick summary in terms of this message that has confirming all holders of ticker symbol MMTLP here, they have replied to an inquiry and they've said that these are indeed real shares and not fake shares. So there has been some FUD on social media with regard to a risk with regard to MMTLP. So we have written confirmation here from TD Ameritrade, and again special thanks for Terry for retweeting this. So we have confirmation here in terms of the statement that says our custodian holds your shares in an electronic form, which means your shares in your account are real. You are entitled to any future dividends or spin-offs. So again, confirmation there, and you have a phone number there to contact TD Ameritrade. So overall, excellent news for all holders of MMTLP who have just purchased the shares rather than acquiring the shares. And let's quickly just move on to ticker symbol MMAT, Meta Materials. In terms of any official updates from the company or announcements in terms of PR, there has not been any. So if we look at George's Twitter handle here, we can see his last tweet was on March the 10th. So we're looking at around about 10 days ago. So there's no updates here from George. George is certainly quiet, and he's quiet for quite a significant amount of time. I'm hoping this means he's working very, very hard in terms of finalizing A, the presentation, and he's also B, finalizing details of information with regard to the special dividend. So George, message for you, it would be nice to give us an update in terms of what is happening and when we can expect news. And now I'd like to make a start on our next stock, and that is ticker symbol MULN. So before we look at an update for ticker symbol MULN and also stock analysis of ticker symbol MULN, I'd like to remind everybody in terms of when we call this out. If you'll see on the screen here, a copy of our watch list. This was shared in the Discord exclusively 13th of March 2022, and at the bottom here we can see that we identified this as a potential squeeze stock. And in terms of confirmation here, in terms of back news and sentiment for it, this was identified as a top 10 long-term penny stock by an article in Yahoo Finance. So congratulations to everybody in the Discord who managed to get in on ticker symbol MULN, and I am aware that profits have been significant. So again, congratulations to everybody on MULN. Let's now have a look at the chart for ticker symbol MULN, also known as Mullen Automotive. So over the previous 5 days, We can see here the stock is up well in excess of 100%. It was trading around about $1.50, and right now it's trading at close of play just up in excess of 3% at $3.31. There wasn't really much significant movement today. However, in the previous day we did see this stock go well in excess of $4. So again, great returns, and that's a great opportunity there to sell out, take profit, monitor the situation, have a look again. So if you bought this at $3, and then again another opportunity today to sell at $3.30 with a good return in excess of 10%. So let's now have a look at some further information with regards to Mullen Automotive. So on the screen here I'm going to share with you the investor relations page from the company website, and we can see here the key headlines for anybody not aware of this stock. We can see at the top the key headlines are, first of all, this is an EV sector stock, and it's looking at first bullet point on the top left hand side. This is referring to a high efficiency model. So the company has said they are quick to the market, they have lower capital investment compared to other startup EV companies, and also attractive returns of $2 billion plus. Further down across on the right hand side, we can see they also are saying they have an economical proposition, which is competitively priced EVs created for the American consumer and entirely US based manufacturing and operations. So the indication I get from that statement there is they're probably comparing this to Tesla, and we all know Tesla and again companies like NIO are certainly very, very high end, certainly very expensive. So I'm not sure we've seen a low end or a more economically priced EV So this certainly seems to be looking at tackling that gap in the market. And finally, it said easy to go electric end-to-end ecosystem, which takes care of all aspects of EV ownership, right from the research to financing to servicing, and it's never been easy to go electric. So again, lots of positive sentiment with regard to this stock. Let's see what else we can see. So I'm now going to share a recent article which was also shared in the Discord. This is an article that was dated here on Yahoo Finance March the 17th, 2022, and the headline here is that Mullen Automotive has just been featured by Yahoo Finance Live, and it's been identified as an EV stock that is standing out and doing well, especially in a sector which has generally seen EV stocks go down quite significantly. So with regard to this company, it has a solid state battery technology and also a very, very strong domestic presence. And moving on in terms of the article, what I'd now like to do is focus here on the middle paragraph to start with, and what we can see here is that Mullen has been identified in terms of its progress in solid state battery technology. It has had positive coverage on Car Buzz, and there's a link there available there. And in terms of a recent EV market study, we're looking at significant domestic presence as being one of the key reasons for it to be contributing to its uptick in the company's stock performance. So again, this has been a stock that has been squeezing, and in terms of the CEO, David Mickery, he's also said he's very proud of the company, the progress the company has made. But what's important here in terms of his statement, he said the company are only just getting started. And now I'd like to give a shout out to Will Mead here, and he's also tweeted here with regard to stocks under $5 with the highest short interest according to S3. And lo and behold, what do we have at number one? We have tick symbol MULN, and the short interest here reported is 137%. Again, that's quite staggering. The other two stocks quoted here are much, much lower. We have IMPP, 59% short interest, and also SFT, 42% short interest. So certainly quite a significant contributing factor to the significant spikes that we've just seen in MULN. And I'd like to now finish off by having a look at tick symbol NLST, also known as Netlist. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So this is just a quick update with regard to what's happening in terms of the share price and what's going on with regard to the court case and what we can expect going forward. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see the 5-day chart for Netlist. The good news is the stock was up just in excess of 1.76%, closing at $5.20. However, over the previous 5 days, there's not much movement in the stock. It's up approximately 1% over the previous 5 days. So what this indicates is the stock is holding strong support around about $5. And from this $5 mark, we're going to see hopefully we're going to see a significant movement up with positive news. But there is also the risk with any stock and all stocks that with bad news, the stock can go down. So that's certainly something that you should know when you invest in the stock market. It's always a case of high risk, high reward, and obviously this is one of those stocks as well. But again, you need to make a judgment. Is this stock worth the risk? I certainly think it is. Let's have a look at the other developments with regard to Netlist. I'd like to now share with you an article that was just released today, March 22nd, 2022. This is an article with regard to Google, and this is positive in terms of providing a track record in terms of how Google are behaving. So the headline here is DOJ, Department of Justice, is alleging that Google tries to hide documents from court. So again, this is also relevant to our case because it's showing a track record and track in terms of a background to what Google are doing. So as part of its antitrust lawsuit against Google, the US Department of Justice is now alleging that the company explicitly and repeatedly told employees to shield business documents from being revealed in court. So again, this is very significant, and if this is the case and if this is proven, then again that's certainly something that is positive and goes in favor of Netlist, because in terms of their arguments, this is also gives the case a lot more credence and a lot more substance in terms of the allegations that Google are certainly not playing a fair game here. And finally, in terms of the current case ongoing with Google, and in terms of what we can speculate with what's going on, in terms of my overall opinion, I think the case is going well. Certainly for Netlist, this has reflected in a strong and stable share price. In terms of what the decision, I'm hoping we get a decision before the end of the month. I think it certainly seems as though that is more likely than not likely. Everything now is in the hands of the judge. In terms of the overall arguments, from what I have been reading and seeing, I think Netlist are presenting themselves fairly well. I think the arguments that Google have presented have been countered, have been challenged quite well. So in terms of claim 16, that's unchanged. In terms of when we can expect a decision, again, it's down to the judge, but I am hoping, I am quietly confident that it is going to be before the end of the month. And finally, if you would like to receive a copy of our weekly watch list, where we identify stocks such as MULN and also updates with regard to ticker symbol NLST Netlist, you can join for as little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.